Yeah, I've just come back from the walk. It's Bang Bang Rail. Yeah, years ago, I was like involved with looking after a Chinese girl. She was an escort, but I met her. I was with a girl over at Ladbroke Grove. Um, this girl, she does the same sort of thing, and I was on the crack then. I was quite bad on the crack too, yeah, but I was a bit sensible. I was still a big lump. But on the crack, I mean, I was just doing lots of money, you know, I mean, just on silly crack. And it took over my life in a way. And there's a lot of girls that I know that were on crack, but not these dodgy ones. These ones were quite nice, believe it or not. I'll show you a few photographs. And anyway, this one said to me, look, I know a girl, a Chinese girl. She does the same work as me, Ray. She's a escort, and but she's proper. She's absolutely stunning, and she charges a lot of money. But you know, she loves a bit of crack. She'll go and see her. I went, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I was up for that. You big time, you know. What I mean, went to this place, and he had a conjurer, a conjurer, is it conjurer? A guy at the front, and walked in there, and I said, lots to see Ben. Her name was Ben Yao, and she lived in a sort of like the top flat, yeah. And the guy said, 1 minute, make a quick phone call. Phoned her up and said, you got a guy down there by the name of Ray, and his girl, yeah. And so they let us up. We got in the lift, shot upstairs, and she come down, and she was stunning, mate. And she was stunning. She had something loose on, and she was just stunning. Long black hair, tiny, you know, about I don't know, 4 foot 5, nearly 5, but stunning, mate. I mean, little, but absolutely perfect. And had tiny little feet, yeah, but long hair. The hair come down to past her waist, about middle of her knees, yeah. And I mean, she fucking hell, come up. You know, it's like she spoke English, but that Chinese bit, yeah. Come up, went into the front. The place was stunning, big, massive place, really nice. You know what I mean? She had big jacuzzi in there. She had it. I mean, she had it made. But I suppose she was. She was very high class. And anyway, got the crack out and started smoking the crack. And next thing you know, she was like down through her knickers, and she had a beautiful body, mate. And the other one was saying, "Look, it was me. I was doing what to do." I swear, I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I did, but I was a bit shy. You know what I mean? I thought, "Oh my god," you know. Anyway, we had a right laugh, a right game. Went through quite a lot of crack. Cost me a lot of money, but who cares? And anyway, I went up there a couple of times. She phoned me up, wanted some stuff. She was getting stuff. It wasn't as good as what I was getting. So I come all the way from where I was in Brentford then at that time, Brentford Docks, and I went to her place and had a good time. I mean, she was such a nice, and she was a fantastic cook, and she was a good cook, mate. I mean, what I like about it is she was so clean. She was spotless, mate, and the place was like a palace, yeah. Long black hair, always looked nice, always talked nice, the smell it was just unbelievable. The smells, mate, they come out of me, you know what I mean? The beautiful smells. Anyway, she bought me a little car. You know, she bought me a little car to run her around. Yeah, it was a Mercedes. I forget the name of it. Yeah, it was a two door A30. Is it A30 or something like that? Anyway, so I was taking her out, waiting outside houses for her. She'd be in there maybe an hour, sometimes half an hour, sometimes even 3 hours, you know. And she'd come out and she'd say, "Well, I'm stopped now for the day or for the evening," and she'd get envelopes. I'm not joking when I say this. You think that these girls, mate, especially like her, she was absolutely stunning. Like these girls are getting good money. She was like 3, 4 grand, no problem a week, you know, maybe even more than that. And she used to hide her money, you know, but she was so good with me. She used to give me good money, you know. I'd go out with her for a night, maybe give me 200, 300 quid, you know, and it was good money then, you know. And sometimes I got £500. It all depends who about she was with. And a couple of times I've had bad trouble. Got to the city and wait outside of these flats and houses, and people don't want to pay her. They take liberties with her, and she comes down crying. I go, "What's up?" said, well, they took liberties with me way and they hurt me a bit and they ain't paid me. You know what I mean? They ain't paid you. Okay, fair enough. And I thought, like, I go, okay. So I take her back home, got on the phone, a couple of my pals, come on, I'm going to give you a nice drink out of this. You go to the house, knock on the door, crash in, put the guy down the floor, say, listen, mate, listen, you got an escort last night, didn't you? I said, you forgot to pay her and you took liberties with her, you got to pay her, you know that. And they're, all right. And these people are quite yuppified, you know what I mean? They're quite, believe it or not, you don't get a lot of people that are like us. It's all yuppified people that you take the piss, you know what I mean? People like us don't take the piss. Well, I don't think so. Anyway, put the keys down, done bits and pieces, paid the money, took a little bit more, gone, yeah. But sometimes I've been with her and it's been, how can I say, not on the street, but it isn't been in the house sort of thing. She's met someone and done her what she's got to do, and it's not proper, you know what I mean? And she gets maybe, I don't know, 500-600 quid and comes back. You know, I'm not happy with that. I say, look, don't be doing that. You're too high class. You know what I mean? You're too high class. But some of these people, my clients, right, I've had them for years. You know, and I look after them. You know what I mean? I've gone up. I know I've gone up upper class, but I still look after my punters. I mean, okay, as long as she said they're the good people. I said, why? She said the bad people are the ones in the houses, mate, and the penthouses and the clubs and all that sort of, you know, above clubs and all that. They're the ones you got to be careful of. You go into a club, you go upstairs. There's 3-4 geezers there that want to take the mick out of you, and I'll only do one. I won't do 2 or 3, mate. I'll only do the one. Okay. Anyway, we got very close, you know. I was staying around there a lot. I was sleeping with her a lot, and she liked me a lot, mate. She liked me a lot. She'd go shopping, take me shopping, and really looked after me, you know what I mean? She was only tiny, mate, but stunning, you know, and people looked at her, you know what I mean? People were quite looking because I was a big guy. I was a big guy, and they've got this little woman by the side here, you know, and she was always Louis Vuitton up, always a nice Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Christian Dior. It was just, she was just perfect. And me and her one day, she went out to meet these Arab type people over by the Hilton Hotel. I forget the name of the hotel. I forget, not Dorchester. No, anyway, she met these people, went into the hotel and went upstairs. And I'm sort of like outside with the car, at the part of the car around the corner. I come back round. I had the mobile come back round, just walking up and down around Park Lane, all round there. Didn't want to sit in the car, just walking around, yeah. And I thought, fuck me, she's up there a long time, mate. She's up there for about 2 hours, you know what I mean? But that's what she does. That's what she done. Anyway, I got a phone call, and then she's crying, man. She's really sobbing. What's up? She said they won't let me out of the flat. She said they won't let me out of the flat way, the hotel room. They won't let me out. Well, I gotta go. I said, okay. Fucking hell, man, I don't know what to do. So I went into the hotel. I said, listen, a young Chinese girl coming here. I said, I'm a bodyguard as such, and she's an escort. And she's gone upstairs with someone, and she's phoned me up and she can't get out of the room. And can you help me out, please? And they said, 1 minute, sir. And they got on the phone and they said, this guy, and all of a sudden the guy said, no, she's okay. She doesn't want to get out of the room. I said, look, put her on the phone. But the guy would not put her on the phone. He wouldn't put her on the phone. So I said, don't that a bit funny that they got, he said, look, she's an escort. She's in the hotel. She isn't going to get hurt because, you know, she's in the hotel. I said, listen, I'm not happy. What room is she in? The guy said, we're not allowed to tell you that, sir. You have to wait. So now I'm fuming because, like, not only do I look after her, but I'm quite in love with this girl. I'm in love with her. I know it seems a bit strange that she's escorting and I'm in love with her, you know, but that is it. That's how it goes, sir. About an hour later, I get hold of the guy again. I said, listen, Gonjay, he's on the desk. I said, phone up, please. He said, phone that person up. And I said, give me the phone here, phone this number, her number, her mobile number, phone her number. And it was ringing. And she picked it up. She was screaming down the phone. I said, mate, listen. And he went, hold up 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to go up there. I said, no, I want to come with you. He went, come on. We went upstairs. And the guy would not open the door. And there she is screaming. The guy was out of his nut on cocaine. He was completely fucking smashed out of his nut on cocaine, but he was not being nice to her, you know what I mean? So the conjure said, I'm going to go back downstairs and call the police. So I've got to call the police here. This is like, it's not on, yeah? I said, no, please. I went, crash. I smashed the door in, yeah? The conjure's going crazy. He's like, I've got to go, I've got to run down. Anyway, I got rushing in there. Mate, I hit this geezer so hard. Honestly, it hurt my elbow. I hit him so hard, it done my elbow in, you know. Well, I hit him so hard, my fist must have went straight through his head, straight through out the other side, because it felt like that my elbow was killing me, yeah. I smashed this geezer so hard, like, he was just gone. I said to her, do yourself a favour, get what you got to get. I said, take that watch off him, take the watch and go, you know what I mean? Because, like, just take it and go, right? So she took his watch. It wasn't a Rolex, it was a Petit Philippe, yeah? I said, just take it and go. A few diamonds here and there. I said, just take it, go. Well, and I was in with this geezer, mate. I thought, what, you want to fuck about with her, mate? And I loved her, mate. You know what I mean? I was kicking him around the bullocks, mate. Around his groin, private parts. Kicking him around there. Like, he was spark out anyway, but I was smashing him around there. I thought, well, when you wake up, mate, they're going to be like massive. You know what I mean? You're ruptured, mate, you know, and you're going to fucking realise that you don't do that, yeah? I smashed it. I get hit and I just couldn't stand it because I loved the girl. And I went out there and went downstairs. We were lucky, so lucky. The police came and they sat in the other. Went up. I don't know. I was out. I was gone. We see the car pull up and they sat in the other and the police come in, but we was gone. But these, and that's what I didn't like about the work she did. Yeah, she'd go into these hotels. She'd go into these big houses, and you never know what's going to go on. You know, and people take advantage of it. And I said, listen, you've got to tell these people when you go in there that your man's outside, your bodyguard's outside. She said, I can't say that. I said, why? She said, people don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want to feel as if they're under pressure. You know what I mean? I said, listen, you can't be doing this. I don't like it, you know. Anyway, she kept on and she didn't know much. Well, really, I've had a few clumps of clumping people here and there who haven't paid the bill. And I felt badly in love with her, yeah. Really madly in love with her. One day I went upstairs and then we were on a pipe and a crack, this, that and the other. She said, listen, I've got some bad news for you. I said, what's that, Ben? She said, I'm leaving. I said, what do you mean you're leaving? She said, I'm going back to China. I said, you can't do that. You can't go back there. And like me and you, like, and I wasn't an IPP then, you know, and it wouldn't be long before I was an IPP, you know what I mean? But I was an IPP. I lived in the docks, in Brentford docks, yeah. I said, don't go back there, please, you know what I mean? I said, look, you know, like, break my heart, mate. I said, she said, no, I've got to go back. My mother's in a bit of problems out in China. And, you know, evidently her mum and dad and a lot, I mean, they're absolutely there's got lots of money, but there's a few problems that she's got to go back. And she went back, and since that time she went back, well, I never ever heard nothing of her, you know. I've sometimes thought myself, should I do a podcast, put a picture on there, maybe she might get it, and maybe she might think, hello, Ray, and leave me a comment or something, yeah. But if anybody might know it, I mean, people on my podcast might even know it. Ben Yao, and she was just so stunning, mate. You know, like just stunning. You know, you think, and I was a big lump. I was massive myself. You know, and as far as I'm concerned, I was quite a good-looking guy. You know what I mean? I know I had big, like, probably my ears were a bit mucked up, but. Yeah, and I was always smart with her. I always had to wear nice clothes with her. And she used to take me shopping. She used to take me shopping. She used to take me to Boss shops. Never Armani, because mine was too tight, too puffified. But it's always big shops like Boss, because they're very wide fit, big fit on me, yeah. And she'd take me nice shoes. You know, I was like Patrick Cox shoes. You know, she bought me a Louis Vuitton wallet, and you know what I mean? And a nice watch. You know, I wanted a Rolex really, but she She's lovely, mate. She bought me just anything I wanted. She'd buy me, yeah, but not a Rolex. But she was lovely, man. I miss her so much, you know. I mean, I'm with someone now, with someone nice now, a really nice woman now. Yeah, I love her to death. But Ben was like, she was this different class, mate. You know, different class. Sometimes you meet. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe it was because I was on the crack, and I was getting her crack as well, and we was getting spaced out on that on crack, and it was costing a lot of money. She was paying for it then. Maybe it was because of the crack. Maybe she trusted me on the crack. I'll tell you a funny thing. What's really, really funny, but I don't know heights. I'm petrified of heights. Even I worked as a scaffolder a couple of times. I didn't know heights. You know what I mean? She lived on the top floor of this place, but she loved to sunbathe in nice weather. She had sunbed and all that, but she didn't like this. Wasn't the same thing. So she had a patio, like a patio thing that didn't on the roof, but you could walk out of there, and then the roof's above, and that's it. She had this ladder. She bought this ladder that she got up just onto the roof, yeah. And when you looked over the balcony, right, this you looked over the balcony, it's about, I don't know, 100 foot down, maybe even more. Do you know what I mean? And it's just straight chopped into the basement, you know. And I thought, no, I ain't going in that, mate. She come up. So anyway, she eventually got me up there in the roof, and I thought, all right, when I laid down in the middle of the roof, sunbathing. But the worst part of it, right, that ladder wasn't tied to nothing. Yeah, it was just up, and she was very light. I mean, she couldn't have weighed no more than 7.5 stone, 8 stone at the worst. There's me, 19, 20 stone, that I've got to get down this ladder, right, and it's not tied to nothing. Yeah. And you've got to get down this ladder. This ladder's liable to tip over like that, you know what I mean? You've got to go over the top. I was petrified. I was really petrified. So, but her place was on top of a lot of places, right? And I walked along, and it's mad. I walked along, and they were doing some scaffolding right at the very, very end. I had to go right to the end and come down the scaffolding, yeah? I didn't want climbing the scaffolding, but I wasn't going to come down them stairs because there's no way them stairs would have stayed there, them steps. They'd have gone over, you know. In fact, shadowed doubt they'd have gone over, and I'd have gone with it. And that was the first and last time that I went up there. She said to me, I said, listen, I want to go down the end. I couldn't go over it, Ben. It'd have gone, I'd have been dead. Anyway, she went back to China. She gave me some money. She gave me quite a bit of money. She gave me the car, on the logbook, and all that, and everything. I was gutted, you know, like just killed me, man. She was just so nice, you know what I mean? And when you meet someone as nice as that, you know, and you think, I thought it was my life. I thought that was it. Me and her she was gonna, and her sister was a top dentist. Her sister was a top dentist. My sister drove around in a Lamborghini. I swear, she didn't drive around in a Lamborghini. The guy was with. She had a Maserati, you know. And I mean, they come to Ben's place a few times when I was there. Didn't like me because of tattoos and this, that, and the other. Thought I was mafia. Mafia. I swear. And her boyfriend come in. He was like Arabic, very, very, very smart, mate. Immaculate, you know. And he also, I don't know aftershave he was on, but it's perfect. Aftershave he had on was like over the top, crisp. Same as Ben. I mean, she smelled beautiful. What it was, I've never smelled that before. It must cost a fortune. They must have it made or whatever, yeah. But he was like an Arab, and her sister was like Ben, a bit older, stunning, mate, stunning. And You know, when you look at them and you think, fucking hell, mate, this is, you think, that was my life, you know what I mean? I thought, yeah, well, the sister got to like me, the guy got to like me, and they all got to like me, you know what I mean? But as you say, she went back, and I've never ever seen her again. I did give her my phone number. She never phoned me back, phoned me from over there. I don't know what went on. I hate to think that something bad happened to her, but I always thought that if I do a podcast and put her on it, she might be able to get in contact with me. Anyway, her name's Ben Yao. If anybody knows a girl called Ben Yao, give me a comment. Yeah. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please like and subscribe. Bye.